Alright guys, how's it going? What day is it? Friday. It's Friday, the 22nd of February 2019. And you're watching KopTalk.tv. Alright. How's it going? You alright? Listen, I'm in the UK at the moment. That's why you haven't seen my chubby cheeks for a little bit. And I'm recording this on a tablet. That's right. It's a Surface Go. Alright, Microsoft Surface Go. Now, I did get the Microsoft Surface Laptop 2 recently. I was very impressed with it. And I thought I'd give this tablet a go. It's got a little keyboard and that. And the reason I'm doing it on this tablet is just to see if it's of a suitable quality, as Rafa Benitez would say, for if I want to make videos when I'm out and about on the move. Yeah, that's it. I mean, I've got an iPad, but I'm getting a bit sick of Apple products, guys, so I'm sort of like switching to the other side, you know what I'm saying? But I did buy this with you guys in mind, all right? You guys here, and of course my supporters at DKB.TV. So if it's shit quality, I'm still uploading it. But you know, that's basically it, all right? So that's it. Yeah, only thing is, when I turn me, it's going the opposite way. It's like a reflection. It's like the wrong. It doesn't matter. Yeah, let's try to push it back a little bit because I don't think you want to see me. How do I do it? Like that? Yeah. I haven't been sleeping, can you tell? I'm knackered, guys, honestly. I'm in the UK at the moment. I'm in the north of England and visiting family and my grandkids and stuff like that, you know, Charlotte and Robert, my daughter, my son. But I go back home in a few days, all right? So I'll be back, all being well, in my normal surroundings later next week. I wanted to make this video just to get your thoughts ahead of that battle on Sunday, right? Now, my cousin's just been round. All right, my cousin's just been round, and he's a Leeds United fan, and he went, "I think Man United are going to do you on Sunday, don't?" And he loves Liverpool. Do you know what I mean? He would want us to win that game, but he was a bit like, you know. And you know what? I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm a bit squeaky bum. All right, I'm a bit squeaky bum. I've just got a bad feeling. You know what I'm saying? I've got a bad feeling, and I hope I'm wrong. And that's what prompted me to make this video. So I want to know what you guys think going into it. Solskjaer's been doing really well, hasn't he? They're certainly playing for him. They weren't playing for Mourinho anymore, were they? Liverpool have not looked very good recently. We're still at the top of the table, but we have had, you know, injury concerns and things to deal with. Virgil van Dijk. Excuse me. It's all that Pepsi Max I've been drinking. Ooh, don't be having soda drinks with diet stuff in it. What is it? Sweeteners. Don't be having sweeteners. It'll kill you. All right, I'll just carry on drinking fucking pints and litres of fucking normal Pepsi then. So no, Virgil's back. We've seen Dejan's not going to be involved, is he? I don't know. I don't know. Guys, I'm a little bit nervy about it. It's a big game. I love this fixture, and I tell you what, I was listening to Jim White earlier on the wireless, yeah, on the radio, and they were saying the discussion on the radio today was: is the League Cup final between Manchester City and Chelsea bigger this weekend than Liverpool Man U? Now, I guess we will answer that from a point of view of Liverpool supporters, won't we? We will say, that was a fucking, you know, but if you were a neutral, who would the neutrals be saying is the bigger game? I mean, I'm trying not to be biased here, right? Because obviously, I'm a Liverpool fan. I haven't seen Liverpool win the league since I was at that game, fucking when I was a kid, 15. Do you know what I mean? And it's huge, isn't it? Because we need all the points we can get. Manchester United are going to want to stop us. It's obviously the local intense rivalry. This is more to me, this game, Man United, when we play Man United, than it is Everton. But then again, I'm not from the city, so people can treat that differently. Do you know what I mean? But even then, I think most people would say, get fucking Man U, you know. I guess, you know, if you're from the city and you're going to your workplace after playing Everton, You know, there's more of that if you live there. Do you know what I mean? Without a doubt. But I think most people would probably say that this is, you know, I mean, who the fuck are Everton? Do you know what I mean? Manchester United supporters right now, we know they will all be saying, let's hope we fucking stop them winning league, because when we can fucking go on about it, can't they? You know, that's what they'll be thinking. So from our point of view, my point of view, it's a huge game because of what's at, you know, possibly at stake for us in the title race. Now, they were arguing this on radio. Jim White was saying, no, because just because if Liverpool lose to United doesn't mean they've lost the title, or if they win, it doesn't mean they've won the league. And all right, Jim, yeah, we know that. But it is very, very important, do you know what I mean? So, we've got to put, if you're a Man United or a Liverpool fan, you're obviously going to answer, well, this is a more important game. But, if you're a neutral, right, if you're a neutral supporter, you don't support Liverpool, you don't support Man United, you don't support Man City, you don't support Chelsea, which game would you say was the biggest one? And this Jim White on radio was saying that the League Cup final was the biggest one. He said, this is the biggest one, this is bigger. And there was a lad in the studio, I can't remember who it was, and he was saying, are you right in the head? You know, this is Liverpool, Manchester United. This is like one of the biggest, if not the biggest, fixtures in Premier League football, regardless of what's at stake in terms of titles and things like that. Yeah? So, but as Jim White was saying, no, it's silverware, it's a trophy. I kind of get what he's saying, because it is, but it's so devalued now, that competition. And but like my cousin said earlier, he said that the League Cup final was a more important, you know, not more important, was more, if you were a neutral, so he's a neutral, he said, no, that's the bigger game. And he said to me, his argument was, well, if you said at the start of the season you could have a trophy and drop 3 points, you'd take the trophy. And I kind of agree with that. Do you know what I mean? But I was just a bit surprised by it. But most people, to be honest, the majority of the people that contacted that show that Jim White was doing was in agreement with me, you know, saying that it was Liverpool Man U was a far bigger fixture than the League Cup final. But I don't know, guys. So I'd like to know your thoughts on it, but I think you're going to be biased, and I'm trying not to be. But if Liverpool were involved, I don't know. I mean, right, let's look at it like this. Other games not featuring Liverpool, like big battles, would I watch Arsenal versus Tottenham in the Premier League? Or would I watch Chelsea, Manchester City in a cup final, in a League Cup final? Sorry, I would watch Arsenal Tottenham. And again, you know, if Leeds United, for example, got promoted, he supports Leeds, like I said, and I hope Leeds do get promoted. Leeds United, Manchester United is an absolutely immense battle, right? The War of the Roses and all that. Lancashire versus Yorkshire. It is absolute mental game, right? So it's Leeds versus Man U in the Premier League, yeah, or a League Cup final involving Manchester City and Chelsea. I would watch Leeds Man U. So I don't know. I don't think it's just because I'm a Liverpool supporter that I'm saying that. I mean, it's massive to us, isn't it? Did you get me drift? What do you think? I mean, even if you're a neutral fan, that doesn't mean that you don't get the importance of some of the fixtures in the Premier League, the proper derbies and stuff like that. I mean, fucking hell, Newcastle versus Sunderland, you know, in the Premier League, for example, versus Manchester City versus Chelsea in the League Cup final. I know which I'd still watch Newcastle Sunderland, I think. I mean, I love derby games, you know, Sheffield United, Sheffield Wednesday, stuff like that. I don't know. But Jim White lost his argument. Everyone else was against him, really, apart from Russell Slade. Is that his name? Manager? I know he managed Scarborough years ago. But he said, no, trophy's more important. So I actually think it's a good question, guys. But can you try and put your, like, Liverpool, you know, to one side and imagine, like, other teams and other that? Rangers, Celtic, maybe that's not the same thing because it's not the Premier League and it's probably not what we're really bothered about. But is there any games that you would, you know what I mean? I don't know. You see, you know that I've always defended the League Cup. I've always defended it. Still, to this day, I'd love to see Liverpool win the League Cup. You know, people are snotty now. Oh, no, fuck that. No. I'm very much for the day out at Wembley and all that for our supporters because that's memories. You don't have memories for finishing second or third or fourth. But when you go to a cup final, even a League Cup final, Notice how I call it the League Cup still, because I still try to cling on to some value of it rather than just by going by the sponsors' names and that. But going to a League Cup final, you might be, you could take your kids, you can maybe go with your mum and dad, or your mum, or your brother, your sister, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever, you know what I mean? Husband, wife, fucking whoever you fucking like. But you've still got them memories, And over years, as a Liverpool supporter, especially when growing up, because we haven't fucking won out for a while. But I'm not, I'm not right into it now like I was, guys. When I was in my teens and my 20s and stuff like that, there's no way in the world I'd miss a final. These days, I live overseas, do you know what I mean? And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, yeah, that's no excuse, Chubbs, but it is, honestly. And I'm a bit turned off by the modern game, if I'm completely honest. But I still love it, I still love it. But it's not like when I was 15, 16, 25, 24, whatever, I wouldn't miss a fucking League Cup final, or even a Charity Shield, Community Shield, whatever the fuck it's called now, right? Massive, day out at Wembley and all that. Make sure I had my tickets and that. And they're all the memories that I've got in my head. Every final I've ever been to, be it with a girlfriend or, my dad or out. My dad took me to my first Liverpool game, which was the 1986 FA Cup final against Everton. I went to the 2001 UEFA Cup final with my mum. Yeah, God bless her. Charity Shield games with various girlfriends in my life. Yeah. Just, they're all memories, the memories and the things that maybe not the girlfriends so much, but certainly your parents and stuff like that. What I mean by that is ex-girlfriends, you know what I'm saying? But no, I mean, just memories, innit? I don't know, the journey there, the run up to it that week. I mean, the FA Cup final used to be a big deal, didn't it, guys? You older ones like me will remember that used to start coverage from about 10 or 11 in the morning, on BBC, and it'd be on all day, the build up to it and all that. And, the League Cup final, I always enjoyed it, Now it's like, put the kids out, we're not interested, weaken the team, until they get to the final, and it's the fucking big guns, innit? But even so, even someone that defends the traditional, trophies and stuff like that, I understand you've got to prioritise, your Champions League and your league and all that. I get all that. But I'd take a League Cup fucking final win, guys. I would, honestly. But the thing is, even though the League Cup, I'm saying this from an entertainment point of view, so my team's not in the League Cup final. This question is about, being a neutral. Being a neutral. I think I would still prefer to watch a massive derby game, not just some fucking poxy derby game, pretend fucking derby game, Chelsea West Ham or something like that. I'm talking about, fucking hardcore Liverpool, I can't say Liverpool, Leeds Man U, Arsenal Tottenham maybe, Newcastle Sunderland, Man City Man United, for example. Man City Man United, and there's two other teams in League Cup final. I know which game I'm going to watch. Am I my own here or what? Is that Jim White fucking right for one, Scottish git? Now, before you start, Duncan is a Scottish name. I'm named after a Scotsman, all right? My granddad's brother. Yeah, I'm sure you needed to know that. Granddad was Scottish. There you go. Obviously, well, not obviously, but I just thought I'd mention that. Yeah, I'm named after my granddad's brother. He was killed by a drunk driver as well, apparently. So don't drink and drive, guys. We've all done it at some point in our lives, no doubt. And those of you that haven't, ooh, you angels. But we did make mistakes when we were younger and stuff like that. But you shouldn't do it. You know what I mean? Don't be doing shit like that. Different world we live in today. So, anyway, that's that. Like I say, I hope this video comes out all right. If the quality is quality, as Rafa would say, is shite, then so be it. This, I don't know about you guys, right? But I've got some English money, right? It's not them ones; they're 20s. Hang on a minute. These ones here, look, 10s and 5s, right? What's all this about with all in middle? You can see through it, can't you? What's that? Yeah, counterfeit things. It's like Monopoly money, this, isn't it? 10 pack, look at that. It's like fucking tracing paper or something. I want to fucking eat it. What was that called when you were kids? Like sugar paper or something like that? I don't know. Anyway, so just to remind you, this video, I would like to know how you feel going into Liverpool versus Manchester United. It's away from home, but you know what I mean. Man U, Liverpool. How do you feel about that? Are you like, fuck it, we're gonna do them? But really going a bit squeaky bum? I mean, I wouldn't say squeaky bum like, yeah, fucking scared of them. You know what I'm saying, guys? I'm just thinking, like, you know, they're quite up for it, aren't they? It's going to be a fucking mint game, innit? It's not going to be 0-0. I can't see that. You know, put it this way, I would really, really fucking love it. Just love it if we beat them. They're going to be up for it, no doubt, right? They are. And we've just been a little bit, like, you know, not so great recently. But this is a derby game. You want to call it a derby, a battle, whatever you want to fucking call it. It's going to be mint, right? So I'm saying this now. If we win, fantastic, right? Fantastic. That'd be brilliant if we win. Fuck me. Mint. Absolutely fucking great. Yeah? If we lose, we fucking lose. There's nothing we can do about it, right? Don't blame me if we lose and go, it's your fault because you said... Do you know what I mean? So I want to know what you think about that game. How are you feeling going into the game? Are you feeling like, yeah, it's all right, no fucking big deal? No, I don't know what you're on about, don't you know? Or are you thinking, you know... I'd like to know your thoughts about it. And secondly, I'd like to know if you can try and be neutral about, you know, whether you would rather watch a big, right, forget Liverpool, a big Premier League derby game. Would you rather watch that or would you rather watch the League Cup final? Again, I know League Cup final, if it's two colossal teams, say like a Man City, Chelsea, you might want to watch it. But I'm not so sure that, I mean, I even think the neutral fans, right, neutral fans, I think, will be more interested in Man U Liverpool because they know what's on this particular game this time. So this game might not be as important to them at other times of the year, but maybe this time they're thinking this should be a good fucking game because Liverpool are going for it, and they're trying, you know, Solskjaer's trying to turn them around and get up there in that top four and that. Plus they fucking hate each other. Do you know what I'm saying? So even a neutral surely is going to say, nah, this is the game to watch. I don't fucking know. Or is the most important game, you know. I don't even know if they're both on at the same time. I haven't checked. I think they probably are. I'm not sure. Actually, I think they are. So I'm deciding what to do is in terms of watching the game. I could watch it here in a home, in a house. Or I could go to a boozer and watch it, you know. Yeah. I don't know. I ain't decided yet. I've been thinking about that today. Anyway, 17 minutes, far too long. But I know that you miss me. Well, most of you do. And those that don't like me, they still watch anyway, so I'm sure they miss me. But yeah, so I'll be back. I'm flying back midweek next week, guys, after the weekend. I'll put an appearance in towards the end of the week, all being well, all right? In fact, you might even see me again before then. We shall see. But basically, I'm just trying my equipment out. All right. And to see if it's any good. Because if this is good, this is perfect for me when I'm out and about. I'm just trying to make things, you know, trying to provide more content, really. Especially for my DKB.TV people. All right, then. All right, let me know their thoughts on them two things. You know the two debates that we're talking about there. There'll be no fancy graphics on here like Dunk knows best and all that. None of that little, like, you know, like Duncan Oldham along the bottom, you know what I mean, and all that. Because I don't know how to do it on here. In fact, I haven't got any editing software on this particular device. It's just a tablet. So fuck knows where it's going to come out like. All right? So take care. You know I love you. And hopefully, I'll speak to you soon, and hopefully we'll get a decent result, right? All right.